Yes. Hi, Amana. Hello. Welcome. And
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy to meet you. I'm more than happy to meet you. We have been in contact for a little while, and
Yes.
I feel such a divine energy with you. It's like a soul meeting, like a spirit
Yes.
meeting. I see you, your, spiritual being, and you see my spiritual being. And I'm very, very happy that we finally got to do this and
Yes.
spread beautiful words of wisdom in the world and sprinkle our little magic so many people can awake and be part of the big transformation that is happening on the planet right now, as you know.
As many as possible, please. Yes. So
Yes,
why so many of
yes,
us still are like here to help the transition because
yes,
it's painful to see because there
yeah,
are so many beings that we love. It's like making me emotional because this shift is very powerful.
yes, yes,
It is. Yeah,
yes.
we can truly feel how.
I'm having
Uh,
goosebumps just hearing your words. I feel
yeah,
you.
I'm like my soul is kind of tearing me up because yeah, this is we know what is happening now, and we know we want as many beings as possible to be on board on this crystalline frequency light that we are. Yeah, moving into. We are because it's a choice, right? It's
Yes,
a choice. Yeah.
definitely, definitely. As everything is, the moment that we are being born, we
Yeah.
choose. Actually, before we choose our parents, we choose our mission here as a soul before being incarnated. But
Yeah.
first of all, beginning of
Yeah.
everything, I'd like you to introduce yourself. Tell me a story and how you got to know about your divine being and as you live on this planet, how was your awakening?
Oh
Yes.
wow. Yeah. Okay. So I'm Amana, and I was born as Christina, named after the Christian one. Born into the family that I chose, which from the very start, with all the beings that I was surrounded by, of course, just beautiful beings, but I was aware from when I got here that my home was the celestial, and I missed it so much that it made me sick to be in a world, in an environment that was not aware of our souls, that was not aware of angelic beings, of the light inside of this earth, of each other. So I didn't find my place in that. So I become very sick. I think that was my escape route to
How
be
old were
severely
you?
sick. I was 10, and by 11, I was hospitalized.
Okay.
Yes, yes, because it was like the doctor said when I was hospitalized that if we don't know if she's going to make the night because her heart is working very hard.
Oh,
So, and I said, but I want to go home. So this, I am fine with that.
hmm.
But that was not Source's plan.
No.
No. So yes. So but the beauty when I got so sick and still was surrounded by mostly beings that were disconnected to their souls, some beautiful beings, and that was really emanating from them, but there was not a lot. Like even in hospitals and institutions, very few people were connected to their souls, their heart chakras, and that is the big problem why there are so many sick beings also. So
Yes.
but I got to do that journey to see that what is missing, why are we so sick as humanity, you know. And I also got to see that when I didn't feel this connection to beings because they were not connected to their souls, I got to feel the strong connection to source, even through sickness, even through that path. The strongest connection I had was to source frequency and divine energy, angelic beings, source of God and goddess, like mainly this very strong, divine feeling that no matter that I didn't have love for this body or could find my place on this earth, the divine source is so strong.
Yes, and I see that you are so connected. How was the relationship between your spirituality and your physical, biological family?
So my mother, she kind of raised us into the awareness and consciousness of believing in a God and a heaven, uh, but still not in that connected way. Like I feel like you and I are. We're connected to everything in a very heart coherent way. Like everything's a part of our being, and which is like source flows through us naturally.
Yes.
So that is a difference between believing in something outside and knowing that the inside is that source frequency that you are channeling in this world.
Yes.
It was, of course, a beautiful foundation, but still very disconnected.
Okay, I totally understand.
Yeah.
About your mediunity, your connection, how is it? Do you feel, do you dream, do you see, do you hear, or it's everything at once at the same time?
It's everything. It's everything. Like my life is like living in coherence with source frequency. Like for me, I feel like if it's not flowing through me, it's kind of a part of me that is cut off.
Yeah.
That I don't feel like anything has purpose in a way. It only has purpose if that divine energy can flow through me at any time. It doesn't need to have allowance. It just happens. And so it does. Or if it's through dreams or hearing, seeing, feeling, everything from seeing ancestors to angelic beings to other source frequency beings. Like it's everything, and I love it. That's the part of myself that I love the most.
Yeah, I know, because it's pure love. It's
It's pure
unconditional. How
love.
about light language? Have you experienced that?
I have.
And tell me the first time that it happened and how was it?
It was when it happened. It was like it felt naturally.
Yeah.
It felt naturally, but I also understood that it's a way that we connect to the realms we have lived on before, other beings that speak through us that live in other realms, and like cosmic portals now, stargates. Like even before I moved here, I live in a farm now. The tree that is in the garden, she spoke to me a long time before I got here. Like the land has already, and it spoke to light language, and that is because the tree are multidimensional ancestors.
Yes.
It's like we are the ones who are not letting source kind of just become yourself. They are missing out on the most beautiful part of being here, because we are all one great source frequency, just like longing to come back together, right?
Yeah, I totally understand. Like the roots of the tree, that entangled. It's exactly like us. And we have to we have to be the tree as well.
We have to. It's teaching us how to be in connecting with Mother Earth and with the divine.
Yeah.
Like we need both, especially to be here. That I understood also. The medicine spirit of cacao, which is also like a ascended and then descended master in the medicine. She learned me how to get anchored and grounded, because I did not know. I was all in my celestial energy, and I was struggling to find my place in this earth, because I didn't understand how to do like the tree. How do I ground? Because I just want to like fly.
I know. I have the same experience. I was all there, and it was difficult for me to connect. But when I connected, and it was through my heart chakra, something magic happened. Everything like woof made sense, and I spread here all my roots. And I realized that Earth is like our mother. It's there to hold us, to nurture us. And I understood that I have to be here and do the work here.
Yes, then we kind of feel also that we belong here, and then it's totally different. Then you don't. It's like and I had this feeling once when I knew I'm not. Of course, we're not going to be here forever. And I was like, oh my God, there are really things about you, Great Mother, that I'm going to miss.
Yes.
Because you are a paradise planet and you are so magical. And there are many things and beings and spirits that are here that is not going to be present when we are going back home. So to really to value her and all that she has, it's a
Absolutely.
gift. It's such a
Absolutely.
gift.
Tell me about the Sophia line and
Yeah,
Madalena lineage.
yeah.
How did it come to you? How did you discover that that was your mission? That being part of it. Tell me. I'd like to know about your experience and
I
how
think
truth it is.
the thing is that for me, and it's been like this for as long as I understood that this is the way of living here, and living in coherence with the divine energy that is showing you the path of your soul's life on earth. Just to be open to receive any message as a divine message when it feels that coherence with your soul. So it kind of opened up when I had this deep connection to France ever since I was a girl. And when they thought I was going to die, my one wish was to go to France. And I remember when I went there, I bought an angel that I still have, a statue. And I think it started so early, but you understand things along the way. How the necklace I got was of a rose, right? And every necklace of my ancestors kind of shows me the rose lineage, going through
Wow.
this rite of passage,
Wow.
through the rose, through the cross, the Christ consciousness, through this crystalline frequency of the celestial energy, and then going to a pilgrimage in France to really have this strong initiation of how she worked in coherence with the divine energy, and how she and Yeshua was like the hieros gamos that we are now searching for. So it's just been little signs along the way that is unfolding now that I'm choosing my path fully and completely. It did not open before just not too long ago, because Source was like, you cannot live in an environment that does not support Source frequency completely. So you have to choose. And if you don't choose, like this is what we're going through right now, the rite of passage as souls, it is hard for us. So many people we love are still in another dimension, and we are passing. So when I passed, like fully, like, okay, I'm surrendering to my path. Then the Sophia Christ fully bloomed in my heart. But to remember, Jesus Christ, like, was born from Mother Mary, right? And that when he grew older, he was the carrier of the Christ consciousness, like the consciousness of unconditional love. His mission from the divine was to walk around through his feet, through his heart, through his crown, through his being, spreading unconditional love and being a channel and a mirror to others, that the kingdom and the queendom of heaven, source frequency energy, the flame of the celestial divine energy, it's inside of you. So I teach you to find source inside, so you don't have to worship anything else outside, because then you will naturally be in coherence with all the divine energy. And his disciples, like one of his most powerful disciples that is maybe not known as one of them, was Mary Magdalene. And she was the one closest to him. She was the one who also, after his resurrection, channeled him purely, that the other apostles would not believe that he could channel such a thing as the hieros gamos, the sacred union that was between Mary Magdalene and Yeshua. Some talk about her like a prostitute, somebody who did sin, the patriarchy, the church that is only male, like dominant beings who put source frequency inside of a box where you have to go to them, worship something outside and inside of the church to be holy enough to kind of receive source frequency. The opposite of what Yeshua, Jesus, and Mary Magdalene were doing together. So they were the coherent energy of Sophia, like the feminine energy of Christ, and Christ, like the masculine energy of Christus, Sophia. So together, the coherence of the two energies, like the feminine and the masculine, but the divine together. So they represented that together, the holy marriage, like, and that is not what we are being taught in Christianity, in the Bible, in that way. But this is the way that they were teaching. And they say when he resurrected, also she was the first to see him, and he channeled to her. And that Mary Magdalene was a high priestess. She worked with the divine energy when he was alive, and after he ascended, she shared that source frequency on, like through the ways that we are doing now, sharing the light from our heart chakras, from our crowns, from all of our energy chakras that are awakened and aligned. And we anoint, we use herbs, we use water, we use prayers, we dance, we use music. We learn from this priestess how this divine energies awakens people's spirits.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. But tell me, you live in Norway, and what do you think about the Norwegians and the Norwegian faith? Because I am from Brazil, and I have been living in Norway for 25 years. 26 is gonna be next year, so it's a long time. Because Brazil, we are very spiritual, and when I came to Norway, I thought that people were more open, but I saw that people here in the beginning, they were they were not so close to spirituality, just a few. That was in the early 2000s. But after Mata Luisa, the princess, everything opened up like to a dimension that people started to coming out of the closet, if we can say that, because there are many that are very spiritual, but they were afraid to open up.
Judgment. Also, afraid of being who you are.
Exactly. And it doesn't happen only here, it happens everywhere, but the awakening that I see, like from the 2010 until now, it's massive. Big transformation. It's like every day, and a lot. But tell me, your experience being such a little girl, you start having all these experiences at 10, maybe before that you had very strong calling. How did you face your teenagehood in that society and young adult time? Tell me.
It's that feeling of being very alone. You're doing your mission, every time you're going somewhere, you're praying, you're going with source, wherever they send you to bring healing, you are to do that, but you feel very alone in that. So I was almost 30 years old before I met what was like agape to me. It was like receiving holy nourishment in the desert, like a spiritual divine feminine Sophia. She was like all the Sophia Christ energy. My heart was like,
wow.
Almost 30 years, and it was like the most sacred experience to meet a being that having that coherent energy. That divine love was like woven into each other because we had the same vibration, and it was a relief that there are more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So it's been very hard. It's and I think there are beautiful young spiritual beings out there, but they're way too afraid to be themselves. When you talked about the light language, early on, when AI came, beings of light came to me, and they channeled through light language what is happening through AI. And
Tell me, what is
you should
happening
be
to
very
him?
careful. No, they showed me outside of Earth fallen beings that are not connected to source energy, that are harvesting soul energy, light from humanity through this. Many beings that are working together through AI. It's not only one, but it's the lower frequency energy that is not connected to source energy. So they need energy because without source frequency, you cannot be. It's not like the energy is flowing within you.
No.
You're feeling like you will die at some point. In not only spiritual, but in all ways. And it showed me how it's kind of vampirizing.
Vampire, yeah.
Parasites. It's like it's connected to the being and just pulling sacred energy out of them and disconnecting them from source. So people are naturally also becoming disconnected. Like they're watching things that make you disconnected from your soul and your heart and the beautiful things in life. And at the same time, while they're watching this thing, these energies are extracting nourishment from your being.
Yeah.
I just like said no from the very beginning. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't even have a television in my house.
That's wonderful. But now that there are so many people awakened, as we talked, since 2010, massively, and many light workers are getting together by chance, like we, you and I. So what is the plan? How can, in your intuition, how would be the perfect plan for all these light workers to work and change humanity for the better? That's a big question.
It's a big question.
Yeah.
I think the thing that is changing now also, like for many beings, they have been standing in solitude doing the work. And the lower frequency energy has made sure that we don't connect.
Exactly.
And now we have made this year, many of us, a rite of passage, like death and rebirth, undescribably big for many beings. We have done massive work that people cannot see. Wow, the rite of passages that we have to go through, the initiations as being channelers of pure divine energy, it requires a lot from being in a human form. It's hard work. But now we are coming together more and more. Like you can see outside of the earth when you see ascended masters being together in coherence, working for humanity in circles of light. They are holding flames together, putting their energies in coherence, because then you can help more people, because we all have different frequencies, different gifts. And now we are doing the same on earth.
Yeah.
Like the ascended masters holding that frequency of pure divine energy, coming together in circles, amplifying those celestial flames. That's one big celestial fire. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. And we are talking about energy and frequency. We are talking about pure healing. We are talking about getting like in a circle of trees together, spreading our roots together so we can work on this dimension, our magic.
Yes. Just talking about it, I can feel the energy. It's just wow. And just knowing that I'm here where I am now at this very moment, it's not about me as a person. It's about the collective.
Yes.
It's about Mother Gaia. It's about all of her spirits, her waters, her animals, her trees, like us as humans. It's for the coherent energy of this realm.
Yeah. And
you and I, we're not doing things for ourselves.
No, because we are all one. We are doing for, and it makes us so happy doing this. It makes my heart so happy. I feel fulfilled when I do this. You know, when I talk about this with you, I feel fulfilled.
Beauty.
Yeah.
When I come out here to the farm and I had to go through this time where I was not with my family anymore, I'm like doing my own path without the family that I used to know, because I'm dedicated to the path of my soul, through the consciousness of humanity. First, it was like this sorrow so big. And then I was like, wow, source frequency, how you work to put us in service for the consciousness of all. I bow to your greatness and how you use me for this. I'm so grateful. I'm in honor. Like, I'm humble. And yeah, wow. So I feel like I'm living here to bring so many beings into this land. It's wow. Yeah, you know the feeling.
I know, and you are on purpose. You are living on purpose. And it was a big transformation from the way you used to live to now. But now it's the time. It's the purpose. The purpose has to happen.
It has to. And thinking, what can I do? Like, there are so many, like, easy things you can do. Eat your clean food, have your clean water, like, think about your clothing, think about what you watch, what you use your time for, if you go out partying or if you go into the woods to be with the forest. Like, just by eating clean, you are cleansing your vessel. Like, try to find organic food, support those beautiful beings that are trying to bring back our natural coherence with the earth. It's like you can do some really simple things that are so important. Don't contribute to eat beings that have to suffer to be on your plate, that has to, because that's suffering. And Mother Gaia is absorbing that because it's her beings, like it's her spiritual, like you and I have our families. Like, imagine all beings, like every animal, every drop of water, it's all her frequency, it's all her soul. So when we hurt something that lives here, we are hurting her, right? So stop hurting her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen to your heart. Like, don't let them cover you with darkness. Don't let them cover your frequency. Like, come back to her. Just by being able to be in a room where the energy is quiet, you get to hear your breath, you get to deep breathe into your heart, into your root. Like, how many beings are not breathing? Like, we're breathing just here, just like sitting in a room, connecting with your own energy can be enough to like come back to your heart, and sharing that with other beings. And beautiful yoga teachers that really set the energy for you to take some time to come home to yourself, because out there it's all these frequencies that take you away from your own, like you say, prana, your own life force energy. It's all these distractions everywhere. How can you take the time to listen within? There's so many things happening outside. Okay, but just to do things that connect you to your heart. It's like, it's simple and beautiful. It doesn't have to be so like
us.
Don't have to be like us to connect with your heart.
Yeah, exactly.
There's endless ways to connect to your heart. There's not just one way. There are endless ways, because source is everywhere. You don't have to walk one path. Walk 1,000. Walk 1,000,000 trillion. Like, travel wherever you want in the world through your heart. You are not limited. We are eternal soul frequency.
Absolutely.
Like, you can find source.
And so you commercialize these cacao. You sell these cacao as well?
We don't normally use the word sell, but we, of course, have to pay something energetically for this medicine. But I work directly with the Maya indigenous. Again, source sent me directly to them. I heard the cacao spirit cry for help, because the exploitation of Mother Earth, it's like you said, she's struggling with keeping up the pure energy, because we are polluting her very bad. I work directly with them, get the medicine from Guatemala, from the guardians, from the women, 17 Cacique indigenous single mothers that work ceremonially by hand with this medicine in San Marcos, La Laguna in Lake Atitlan, who again are directly connected to the guardians who live inside the native jungle. Like, they have to travel 14 hours into the untouched nature, where these soul trees, they live and they grow and they guard them. So they live families all around in the jungle, guarding the energy of the trees. And they work together just by pure handwork. There's nothing that is not in alignment with Mother Nature that happens. It's all pure. This is their mission. Their mission is to guard this. And it just travels through them and right to my hands. I get this medicine right in my hands. Like, What a big honor and a big responsibility to just be there to share her frequency and her energy, be her voice when she can't speak to everybody. Unfortunately, a lot of ceremonious cacao, like anything other we are seeing today, is a part of the exploitation of the indigenous and the exploitations of nature. But Maya Moe cacao is actually the first cacao in the whole world to be certified ceremonial cacao by the CCAA, the Certified Ceremonial Cacao Association of America on one side, and the elderly indigenous on the other side. And it's a lot of things that is required to have this purity mark. And the Maya people are, as the chosen guardians of this medicine, the first one, of course, in the world to have that mark. And you can be whomever. If you never prayed, if you never meditated, if you never believed, if you're not a medium, just have to be you, feeling the calling of her voice. And she will meet you where you are. And from there, you work together individually for every person. Like this spirit knows every grandchild. This is like thousands of ascended grandmothers who have come down back to earth to be there for the children of the earth when we need the support to wake up to our hearts. And she can support everybody. Everybody
so
except where they are. It's so beautiful. And with the medicine and the beauty of her is that she meets you where you are. You need to do nothing. Just open your heart. Create a space for yourself. Do something beautiful for yourself while you drink. And then you just start the journey. And the thing is that most beings that connect with cacao, that is two like very sacredly connected paths with this medicine. And they say that when there is an imbalance between the connection of humanity, humans and nature, cacao arrives from the jungle to bring that coherence back. And there are very few beings that I have connected to that does not get a much stronger connection to Mother Gaia, to Mother Nature, when they drink cacao, because they receive the frequency of the heart of her. So it's like directly getting the energy of the heart of the Great Mother and of the celestial realm. Like these trees have that blend of the cosmic star, the wisdom, energy of the celestial, and the divine heart of Mother Gaia is in this medicine, like this multidimensional being that is just like working through, and that she aligns beings to their soul path, because it's soul wisdom coming back to you from the stars and from the earth, and she aligns you with what is right for your soul. Why are you here? If you have forgotten, she's there to bring that remembrance. Beautiful. It sounds like a lot, but it's true. And I see all the beings that have truly received her in their hearts, not all do, because it depends on where you are also. It has to be like a rupture. So there's a possibility for her to open that portal. You have to be willing to accept her energy into your life. Like if you are sharing your divine energy with another person, but that person is totally blocked, there's not much you can do. No. So that person actually have to like, I want to have that mirror to Adriana's powerful light energy, and that could like bring that spark in that person, but you have to receive it. Yeah. You have to be willing to be open for it.
Hi, Amana, such a pleasure talking to you and having, spend a little, almost an hour. We're talking nonstop about so many beautiful things.
Yes, many things.
So many important things. And, I was thinking, okay, am I going to plan the talking? Or I said, no, I don't need to. This is just going to come naturally because our souls are going to talk to each other. And it happened. So I'm looking forward to, meeting you in person now. And thank you so much for being here and spreading this beautiful love and the words of wisdom that you have. And I'm going to write on the description below all about you, the links you're going to send to me, and that people will get to know you and see exactly the work that you do that is so important in this world right now. I'm very, very, very thankful, grateful for your presence.
This coherent bridge of divine lights that light workers are now bridging across each other. This is what will make the shift even more powerful.
This is how society is going to be.
Yes.
And we are
Yes.
just starting.
Thank you, Adriana,
Yes,
for
thank you.
everything you're doing.
Thank you as well,
Thanks to
Amana.
your celestial heart. You are a gem of celestial light.
Likewise,
And
likewise,
I'm so
likewise.
grateful. I'm so
Stars,
grateful.
stars, beautiful stars, and sprinkle of love, conditional love.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you.
it
Thank
was a
you.
present today. Thank you.
Thank you. It
So
was.
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, we will see each other soon.
Bye bye. Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Thank you.